In this video, I'm going to go over how to navigate the 3D space and how to save and open your project. So with this crazy bird thing, if I want to orbit around the object, I am going to hold the right click and move my mouse. I can also do this with the left click, but if I try to left click while I'm on the object, it's going to start drawing. So I'm going to use the right click and I'm going to orbit around the object. So orbit, you can imagine if I have a tennis ball in my hand, I'm moving around the object. I'm orbiting. It's the same thing as a satellite. It's the same thing as a satellite orbiting the Earth. It's going around. If I zoom out and I orbit, and I want to move this object closer to the center, I'm going to pan. So with pan, with my left finger, I'm going to hold Alt on the keyboard, and then I'm going to right click and drag. Again, you could left click and drag, but you can have to do it off the object. So I just right click for everything so I can pan. And then the last one, so we went over orbit, pan, and the last one is zoom. So I'm either going to use the scroll wheel on my mouse or two fingers. That's my cat. Or two fingers on the trackpad. So using all three together, I could zoom in close. I could orbit around, and then I could use Alt, left finger, and pan. So this allows me to navigate around the object, especially when I'm zoomed in. I'm using all three. So this is an orbit, this is a pan, and then I can zoom in and out. So orbit, pan, orbit, pan. You're going to be using those two in conjunction with each other. All right, so let's say I came to a stopping point. It's the end of the period. I want to save my work. I'm going to go to Files in the top left in the menu bar. I'm going to go to Save.sgl. It's a Sculpt file. From here, it's going to save my file automatically. It's going to be called Your Mesh. Because I already did this once, it created Your Mesh 2, which is fine. So I save my work. It's probably saved to my downloads file, or if you change that location somewhere else, but it's probably in your downloads file. So let's say I came back the next day and I have a brand new sphere and I want to keep working on that bird creature that I was making. The first thing that I have to do is I have to go to Scene and I have to clear the sphere so there's nothing in there. It has to be completely empty. Sweet, it's empty. So now I'm going to go to Files, and I'm going to go to Add. There's a bunch of different file types. I'm going to just click Add. And it's going to open up a pop-up window. So remember before I saw on the bottom left that that file, the new one that I made, was called Your Mesh parentheses 2. So I'm going to click it and click Open. And I am back where I was before. That's it.